Hi Libra, here's a general look at your solar chart for the whole of 2010, and it's a very brief glimpse, and I'm going to try and deliver the information to you as fast and as straight as I can. So with that in mind, here we go. The eclipse on January the 15th is going to send a pulse of energy out over the subsequent 6 months, bringing new beginnings at home, or maybe with family, or in your local neighborhood, and also perhaps your tribal connections. So it's going to be a good time for you to initiate things like relocation, or maybe make some improvements at home, or get your work situation more how you'd like it. Just getting to grips with work piled up, I think. New routines and a chance to improve your sense of inner balance is going to be easier now in this time slot. Jupiter working from Pisces from January the 18th to June the 6th, and again from September the 9th to the end of the year. It's going to light up your area of health and work, and there'll be no shortage of opportunities to improve things related to getting fit, having a better diet, but also work, maybe training if you're doing that. And the indications are you'll get the chance to expand into interesting new areas over these periods. So there'll be definitely beneficial influences happening there. Co-workers perhaps will open your mind to broader horizons, or maybe these are just colleagues. And also it'll be much easier for you to get fit or receive the treatment you need to enhance your quality of life. The downside is that you take on too much and overdo things, so just watch it. But it's likely that more job satisfaction or better health is coming your way, so that's good news. Once Jupiter parts company with the Neptune and Chiron, which has been doing a little dance with for a while, from the end of the first week of January, things will come into focus a lot more clearly. In 2009, this has been a rather confusing influence, may have muddied the waters for you, left things hanging in the air regarding maybe a love relationship when the godlike creature turns out to be all too human, or maybe your expectations were too high. Maybe you over romanticize things when maybe you took a gamble on something and you relied too much on another's integrity or their ability to reciprocate. So maybe you were just kidding yourself, or perhaps it was just the timing that was off. Whatever it was. Also, muddling feelings may have affected your relationship with your children, or children in general, or young people in your life. From the beginning of January, there will be a growing sense of clarity, and you will feel a stronger sense of progress as you are finally able to move forwards with your long cherished hopes. And I think nice surprises may be coming your way on June the 18th and September the 19th, when Jupiter conjuncts Uranus. So kind of like that's the energy of the bolt from the blue and something just landing in your lap, and it can be a surprise, but it can be a very nice surprise. But in 2010, Neptune's continued presence in this sector means that you can be very creative with lovers or children, or with anyone with whom you just feel relaxed and spontaneous. Just try to avoid over romanticizing, or maybe overindulging in pleasures which may backfire on you in the future. Also be careful with any financial investments, as you could have the wool pulled over your eyes, so just be careful there. Having said that, though, with Neptune here, you can weave a spell yourself, Libra, which could aid you in swinging a deal, or do well with any kind of performance like promotions or sales. Also, the artists among you, you're going to benefit from this Neptunian influence stimulating your imagination, because Neptune, of course, is the vibration which governs the third eye and the sort of the unconscious side of the brain. When Saturn opposes Uranus from Virgo, from mid-April to early July, you and the universe will continue the long review of the past, which started in late 2007. And this is the final stage of mentally and emotionally clearing the decks in readiness for a 29-year Saturn cycle in your sign. So now it's the time to finish off projects rather than leap into any new enterprises, tying up loose ends. Some self-reflection is desirable now, as the effects of the past few years are just processed, and you start feeling ready to plan for the future, because things will be changing. And you may be champing at the bit, but some circumstances, maybe outside of your control, just seem to hold you back. So the advice is to make changes in a patient, step-by-step manner, with a strong focus on the work in hand. And when Saturn opposes Uranus from Libra from mid-July to August the 11th, the focus will be on finishing things off and reprioritizing so that you can develop more consistently your personal interests, whatever they are, and build on what is best for yourself. You'll be working quite hard on that, and there will be more than one thing standing in your way, but the universe is going to help you. Partners' behavior may take you by surprise at times, or they may themselves be experiencing ups and downs which they can't do anything about, and you'll both have to adapt to the changing conditions. A business situation which depends on another's reliability may let you down, so it's best to have a fallback plan. Uranus working from Pisces until the end of May, and then again from the 13th of August to the 11th of March 2001, continues to destabilize things at work. By that I mean, it could be an on-again, off-again situation, or that there's change happening there, and you've got to be very adaptable and flexible in your outlook, because the situation is quite fluid, and it can spring surprises at times. Job changes are likely, or the way you do it is likely, or technique changes are likely, but this is a great time for you to learn through experimentation, Libra, and innovation. Regarding health, don't be afraid to go the unconventional route. Try this out, try that out, to complement any standard treatment you may be having. And with Mars in your area of group commitments until June, you'll feel impatient to push ahead with anything related to working within a group, or learning or teaching. Networking is strongly highlighted, and you may feel excited about breaking new ground. And there's a very progressive feel in this area of your life, and you'll do well as a facilitator for cooperative group efforts. And this is a great period for you to apply your creative ideas for the good of others, all for one and one for all. Well, that's the end of part 1 of your overview for 2010. I'll catch up with you in part 2. See you there.